Our next guest is Dick Goldman, and Dick is a senior partner with Sullivan and Worcester. And Dick is, besides being a very good tennis player, he also is was an expert with businesses and corporations, and he's going to talk about planning for closely held businesses.
Well, I'm sure he's a better lawyer than a tennis player because I've heard that he's scared to play me. So, welcome, Dick.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Good. So tell us about the topic area.
Okay. Well, about 4 years ago, I was fortunate enough to handle a very challenging closing involving the sale of an interest in a closely held business, and the transaction went on for over 3 years, and we got a very good result, and everybody in the family on both sides were happy. And a couple of years ago, I was asked to teach at Boston University Law School as an adjunct professor. And this past year, my course was based on this actual transaction. And I have seen the opportunities for planning in closely held businesses. So I'd like an opportunity to share my thoughts on this program.
Well, we're all ears. This is radio.
And our audience are entrepreneurs and family businesses of all kinds.
Right, definitely.
So there are three things that I believe we want to focus on in advising family and closely held businesses. The first is estate planning for the founder. Oftentimes you have 2 or more children and one child is active in the business and the second or maybe other children are not active in the businesses. In the estate planning for the founder of the business, we want to see if he or she can leave the business assets and the related real estate assets to the family member who's active in the business and try and leave other assets such as insurance or investments, stock, maybe other unrelated real estate to the other child or children. Secondly, we want to advise these businesses to address the issue of dispute resolution. If you have a closely held business or a family business, you don't want any differences within the family to get into the court system, become a matter of public record, or be available to be used as a lever to accomplish something. So we believe that, I believe that you want to consider either mediation or binding arbitration. And recently, on April 25th, I chaired a program for the Boston Bar Association on the use of mediation in closely held businesses. And we had a section on the comparison between binding arbitration and mediation, both of which can lead to a prompt resolution of any differences without notoriety, keeping the matters out of the public eye, and at less money without getting into costly litigation. Third, in any closely held business, and in fact, it really goes beyond closely held businesses, you need to have an exit strategy. If there's a dispute, if the parties can't agree, how can the minority stockholder, for example, sell his or her interest in the business? And that was a very big part of the transaction that I handled and is a big part of what we focus on in my class at BU Law School.